What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys a fan favorite. Today, we are rocking out with a Rayquaza team for the return of Regulation G. Now, when it comes to Rayquaza, this Pokemon loves to be paired up with CHIEN-PAO, which is exactly what we're doing today. Rayquaza's got the normal Terror type. You guys can see where this is going, and Rayquaza has E-Speed. So, pairing them up next to CHIEN-PAO makes Extreme Speed do a ridiculous amount of damage. We're going to be using this combo all day today. Now, Rayquaza has Airlock as its ability, and it's holding the Clear Amulet as its item, which is the best item for any physical attacking restricted Pokemon. This is because Incineroar is a huge part of the meta, so having that Clear Amulet to block Intimidate's really powerful. Now, other than E-Speed, Rayquaza has Dragon Ascent, a stab move which hits like an absolute truck. And on top of that, it's got Swords Dance and Protect. So obviously, we can Protect, and on top of that, we can get ourselves a +2 boost on attack. And if Rayquaza gets that going, it's pretty much game over. Like I mentioned, we got CHIEN-PAO, pretty standard build on this Pokemon with Swords of Ruin, Focus Sash as its item with Ice Spinner, Sacred Sword, and Sucker Punch. And then our final 4 Pokemon are going to be Weezing, Incineroar, Urshifu, and Clefairy. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Remember, the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Rayquaza in the return of Regulation G. First match coming at you guys, and we are going up against a pretty strong Kyogre team with Tornadus, Landers, Zapdos, who is a dope Pokemon. On top of that, they got Rillaboom and Serena over here. Now, Serena could stop our first turn priority, which could get very ugly. It could get very ugly, but nonetheless, I'm still gonna go into Rayquaza here, and I'm still gonna bring in Incineroar. If I can get some fake outs going, get off a Swords Dance, that could be really good for us. So I'm gonna go into both of them. I am gonna end up bringing CHIEN-PAO for late game, and last but not least, I mean, Urshifu can hit like a truck. Especially because we know they're going to be setting rain. Let's just bring in that Urshifu. Choice Scarf can outspeed a lot of Pokemon, especially if they don't get off Tailwind, but chances are they could just lead Kyogre and Tornadus. And that's the point. We're just going to set up a Swords Dance and go into a Fake Out. But again, got to watch out for Serena over here. Serena could just be like the bane of our existence right here. It could really just take out everything that we want to do. So we got to watch out for that. If they do throw it out there, we could take it out with like Dragon Ascent, Ice Spinner. We got a few good moves that can actually just pop it. But they're going to end up going into Kyogre and Tornadus, which I do not mind. I'm just going to fake out the Kyogre, and I am just going to go straight into a Swords Dance here. That's my play all day. We do got Airlock, which is awesome. Takes away all that weather effects and stuff and things. That's really good for us. So Airlock going to be really clutch. And I am just going to go into that Swords Dance, and I'm going to fake out the Kyogre, because there's a hot chance that that Tornadus over here actually has Covert Cloak, but he ends up just protecting Kyogre. Maybe double protect? That'd be nice. No, just a single protect. The single protect comes out here. Are we going to see a Tailwind? I wouldn't mind that. I mean, you were getting off Tailwind regardless. Yeah, and that's fine. I see that as a waste of a turn right there to protect and Tailwind, because at that point, you could have just went into like a Bleak Wind Storm and then used Tailwind next turn. That could have really worked out. But I think from here, we're just going to simply protect you. And we are just going to Parting Shot. Get on out of here. I mean, we could just hard swap an E-Speed. That might be the play. Hard swap E-Speed. Does he think we're going for E-Speed? I don't know if he knows that we're going for E-Speed. I'm not going to normal Terra. I'm just going to go for E-Speed. You know, I'm just going to hard swap in the CHIEN-PAO. That's going to be my play. We're going to hope that they don't hard swap in the Serena over here. We'll see what they want to do here, because we're kind of trying to waste out Tailwind's turns at this point. And we'll swap CHIEN-PAO. So we get CHIEN-PAO out here. E-Speed's going to launch here. We're +2 on Swords Dance, and we do a ridiculous amount of damage. Really close to picking up the KOs. Kind of sucks that, to be honest, we didn't normal Terror there. Our speed is going to drop here. Kyogre's going to go for an Ice Beam, and yeah, we should have normal Terror, but still, nonetheless, it's a solid turn for us. Nonetheless, that's still a solid turn for us. Not a bad turn. It's not a bad turn. I think from here, we just go into you. We Water Terror you. We could go into Sucker Punch into Kyogre. That's not a bad play. And we could just Surging Strikes this Tornadus slot. I like that. Now, I could protect here. They could go into Serena over here. How many turns are left in Tailwind? 2? Maybe 2 turns. Man, I should have Terrasized. We could just got rid of the Kyogre. But I'm going to go for Sucker Punch. Hopefully Serena doesn't come out here. And here it comes right here. Serena's going to pop out here. And it would have dodged a Sucker Punch regardless. But still, we get off a nice little Surging Strikes here, which could do a good chunk of damage. It should be able to KO this Pokemon. Then I'm thinking we could just protect and try to win this game with our back-end Pokemon. With the Incineroar, but I don't know, man. They're just going to reset the weather. It's just going to be a huge to-do. Big-time issues going on here. I mean, Sucker Punch going to get blocked. Might hard swap into Incineroar just to intimidate next turn. Bleak Wind Storm's going to launch here. CHIEN-PAO dies out. Tough news there. Real tough news. My speed does drop too, which really sucks. So speed's going to drop. We're going to get rid of Tornadus. We're going to be able to bring out Incineroar. Isn't the worst possible thing. But this is not looking good. This is not looking good. If we would have terrored into normal, we probably would have won this game. We probably would have been sitting in such a good position to win this game. But I blew it. I blew it. I really blew it. That kind of hurts though too, because we set up everything perfectly. But now I can go into Incineroar. I could see them going into Kyogre here and just trying to win this game. But no, they end up choosing to go into Landers. We can't fake out. We can't go into Surge Strikes. They still have Terra. They could go into Poison Terra. This is just, again, not looking good for us. Because not only do they have speed, but they got everything else. They got all the moves to do this. So I'm just going to go for a knockoff here. I'm going to go for Surge Strikes. And Sandsear Storm's just going to probably finish the game off. Yeah. GG's. Like I said, if we normal Terra there, totally different match. We probably had a huge chance of winning this one. But I made a bonehead play, did not terastallize when I needed to, and we ended up losing this one. So match number 1 going to our opponents. GG's. Let's go hop into our second match. Look for our first win. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want redemption. I want redemption. Going up against a Koraidon and Darkrai team. Hopefully they don't bring Darkrai. That could definitely get out of hand real quick. But they also got Whimsicott, they got Chi-Yu, and they're rocking out with Indeedee and Landers. But I like Rayquaza here. I like Incineroar yet again. I think both of them are going to be a solid lead. And we can just go into CHIEN-PAO, and last but not least, probably maybe just like Clefairy or even like Weezing here, just to get rid of abilities. Weezing's not terrible. It's got Sludge Bomb, it's got Will-O-Wisp, we got a few great moves, but at the same time, it's like Clefairy could be nice for us, or even Urshifu with the Choice Scarf. I know Sun's probably gonna be out, but like close combat, it does some damage. We're going into you. Close combat can do some damage. It could do some damage. I honestly didn't want to go into Urshifu because of the sun, but like close combat, it does damage. I have no problem bringing it in here. So match number 2 underway. I want redemption here, considering I feel like I should have won that first match. Made a bonehead play. Should have terastallized that Rayquaza when we had the chance, because I could have just taken out the Kyogre and then had Rayquaza. Like Rayquaza was our win condition. It would have won the game. It would have won the game. Would have been awesome. But they're going to end up sending out Chi-Yu and Whimsicott here, so obviously we could see a nice, lovely, probably see a Ghost Terra pop out here, to be honest with you guys. We'll probably see a Ghost Terra pop out from Chi-Yu, so I don't really want to attack it. I could just go into a knockoff, or I could just like fake out the Whimsicott and see how that plays. But from here, I'm going to go for that Swords Dance boost. Swords Dance, we're going to take our risk and just fake out the Whimsicott. Maybe it's Focus Sash rather than Cobra Cloak, but if I had to guess, Chi-Yu's going to go into Ghost Terra type. I know you don't. I could just fake that Chi-Yu. Show me you're not Cobra Cloak. Dark Pulse launches. Show me you're not Cobra Cloak. Thank you. That's huge. That's huge. That's big time. So I get off my Swords Dance. So you're not Cobra Cloak. I can just go into E-Speeds now if I want to. But I think from here we are just going to go into a Protect here. And just Parting Shot into the Chi-Yu. Let's see how this one plays. I can see him just going for like a Tailwind this turn. They were doubling down on my Rayquaza last turn with Dark Pulse and Moonblast, I think. I'm just going to protect it up here. I could go into the normal Terra. I may not. Because you might just be able to KO me regardless. But there goes the Dark Pulse. I feel like with CHIEN-PAO on the field, we can just E-Speed and take that out. He's going to end up dropping a Moonblast here. No Tailwind just yet, which isn't bad. You get a special attack drop onto me. I'm going to be able to Party Shot out of here and go into my CHIEN-PAO. So CHIEN-PAO's here. CHIEN-PAO can just drop an Ice Spinner into the what's it called slot. Into that Whimsicott slot. So honestly, I'm thinking of just going normal Terra, E-Speed, take out the Chi-Yu, and then just go into an Ice Spinner here, just to get rid of this bad boy. I'm with it. There's a chance that you do go into like Indeedee with the Psychic Terrain. There is that chance. But I don't think you swap it right now, considering you didn't do that last turn. I think we're ready to just drop an Ice Spinner. So if you want to swap in there, be my guess. I mean, that could be a problem, but I think we can pick up a KO here. I don't think you're going to swap right now. So we go into normal Terra. Beautiful for our end. Luckily, they didn't go into Ghost Terror early on in the match, because that's what I thought they were going to do. But normal Terra Rayquaza popping out here. They're not swapping into Indeedee. And E-Speed's going to launch. I don't think your Focus Ash should just KO you. Get it on out of here. Get it on out my face. Drop them, no problem. Can Whimsicott outspeed? There is a chance here. CHIEN-PAO, can you just outspeed KO? No, this thing's going to pop a Tailwind regardless. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that because I keep my Focus Ash on my CHIEN-PAO. On top of that, we KO the Whimsicott and the Chi-Yu. And if they don't have terrain here, I can E-Speed through that Tailwind and do ridiculous amount of damage. So we're really hoping that there's no Indeedee here, because that could be massive. That could be huge. So let's see. What you got? What you got? Tornadus, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And Koraidon, it's gotta be Koraidon, right? Darkrai. Okay, you brought the Darkrai. You brought the Darkrai, who's just a Dark type. I'm thinking of just E-Speeding that puppy down. That's exactly what I'm gonna do here. We're just gonna try to get rid of Darkrai. And Ice Spinner will KO the Tornadus, unless you Terrasilize it. Let's see who you're Terrasilizing. Who you gonna Terra here? Gonna be Darkrai. Please don't be Ghost type. Hate my life. Hate my life. Hate it. I don't like my life anymore. Ghost Terra type from the Darkrai. Perfect Terra type to kind of counter us here. They do got Tailwind going. E-Speed is going to do absolutely nothing. And he's gonna go pop a Gravity here. Oh no, this could get ugly. This could get ugly because I already know what he's going for. Going for Dark Void. Yep, Dark Void, both of us, and that puts us both to sleep, doesn't it? It put us both to sleep. That's actually hilarious. Classic. Classic. Oh, man. Slumped. Slumped. Bad dreams. Whoa. Bad dreams over here. That ain't right. Yo, this is crazy. So we still have 2 back-end Pokemon. I'm not going to wake up here, but if I can, I'd love to do that. I'd love to just double down on this Pokemon. Let's see how this one plays. But, yo, this Pokemon's OP. I'm actually kind of glad we're seeing this. Chansir Storm's going to launch here. Not going to KO the CHIEN-PAO. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Luckily, we got the Chewy Scarf on the Urshifu. Can do some big-time damage here. And Dark Pulse is going to launch. So it's going to pick up the double KO. Dark Void, man. How many turns left in Tailwind? If Tailwind turns over, I really hope so. It's got to be close. No, I think they got one more. I think they got one more turn left in Tailwind, which really sucks. So he's going to try to put us to sleep here again, which is kind of funny. But, we're going to Intimidate, which isn't going to do much. We can fake out the Tornadus. Well, not Tornadus, the Landorus. And, I mean, I got Safety Goggles, but that doesn't stop from Dark Void. So I'm just going to go for the fake out here. And Surgeon Strike's got to be my call into this slot. Got to go for Surgeon Strikes here. Maybe we should double down into this, this Tornadus. Could have been the play just to pick up a KO. That would have been nice. He's going to end up protecting, that's fine. He ends up protecting here. You go for another Dark Void. Fake out couldn't get blocked. And Urshifu, can you outspeed and maybe just pick up KO? That'd be beautiful. No, we're just getting Dark Void it. It's honestly hilarious. I don't mind losing this way. It's kind of funny. It just shows how OP this Darkrai is. Like, what is this? What is this? But luckily, it's not legal. This is what you get for hopping onto the casual ladder. So we actually killed it in this battle. We would have won. We would have won if it wasn't for this. Like, what is this? Darkrai is OP, man. Bad dreams as well. His ability. That is crazy. That's crazy. We'll try to wake up here. Go for some Surgeon Strikes. He's just going to rip me with Dark Pulse and Sandsear Storms. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sandsear Storm's going to rip, and that's going to be game, set, match. Again, like, I don't know what to do on that one. Mythical Pokemon or banned. That's the reason why, but it's fun. It's fun to verse this sometimes, right? It's fun to verse this, right? So we're actually sitting 0-2. We have to win this next match. We're playing really well today, just not getting the benefit of the doubt. We're sitting 0-2. Let's go grab ourselves a win in our third and final match. Final match coming at you guys. We are sitting 0-2, but that last match and the match before, we honestly should have won. I mean, first match was on me, did not Terrasilize. Second match, really, Darkrai putting me to sleep, all 4 of my Pokemon to sleep. in 2 turns, ridiculous. That's why that Pokemon is banned. But if I was going up against any other Pokemon besides that Darkrai, I probably would have won. But Darkrai, I thought that was actually cool that they used it. So I'm a fan. But we're going to go into Rayquaza. We're going to go into Incineroar. Probably same squad here. Pretty simple regulation. This is an H team. Yeah, it looks like a regulation H team with Palafin. But I think we could just, get going with Rayquaza here. Swords Dance. Pop into CHIEN-PAO again. Get going. Looking for a first win here. Weird for me to say that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Because, honestly, I'm still having a blast recording. I think we're showcasing Rayquaza really, really well. This Pokemon's doing big-time damage, and I think we're going to see it here again. Just set up a Swords Dance to just go for Dragon Ascents, E-Speeds, all that good stuff. Let's see who they end up leading. It is going to be Palafin alongside with Scarlet here. Not bad. I mean, faking out Palafin could be the play, or I could just go for a knockoff here. Just let Palafin do its thing. I mean, what's really Palafin going to do here? Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I might just parting shot here and set up the Swords Dance. That is going to be my play. I'm just going to parting shot into this Scarlet instead of fake out. He's going to flip turn out here. Totally fine by me. That's why I did it. Actually, I could have just faked it out. I was going to say, I was thinking they were just going to go hard swap, but he ends up going for a flip turn instead. And he's going to bring out here, because this is probably going to be the Pokemon that we're going to E-Speed up into. We're going to E-Speed this guy. Not that guy. We're definitely not E-Speeding that guy. It's just a straight boulder. So he Swords Dance up our boy here. Torch Song's going to fly out here into our Dragon type Pokemon, which I don't mind. Does -6 damage, and he's going to get a boost in special attack. But on top of that, we're just going to party shot out of here and drop his special attack right back to normal. Which is beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. So we end up doing that. Salt Cure could be a slight issue. I could go into my Urshifu here. Urshifu would actually be really good. And I'm thinking that's going to be my play. Just go Urshifu and just Dragon Ascent down this Skeledirge. Because, I mean, we don't need CHIEN-PAO right now. We don't need it. So, yeah, I think Urshifu's definitely going to be a play here. And we're just going to go into a Dragon Ascent. Look to just dump on the Skeledirge. And on top of that, we could coach up. But nah, I'm just going to go for Surging Strikes. Because Gargoyle's kind of a big threat. I'm kind of hoping it terrestrializes, but it doesn't, which is totally fine. I get off all this damage here. Not going to be able to KO. We should terrestrialize Urshifu. That could be nice. But bringing it down to red. That just shows how bulky this Pokemon is. So bulky, eating up super effective stab Surging Strikes. Dragon Ascent's now going to launch from a Rayquaza +2. Everybody say bye-bye to the Skeledirge. Get it on out my face. Get it on out of here. My defense does drop, which is rather sad, but, I mean, Gargoyle, what are you doing? Throwing a Salt Cure at me? Maybe into my Urshifu, too, because I'm Water type. Yeah, do go into my Urshifu. So you leave my Rayquaza on the field, which is totally fine by me, even though Salt Cure's going to do an absurd amount of damage to my Urshifu because he is Water type. Like, look at this. What is it, 1/4? Oh my lord, stop it! That's so much damage. Luckily, Gargoyle's the only Pokemon that learns that move, so it's not OP. It's not OP. Palafin's gonna come out here. I feel very bad for this Palafin because we're just gonna KO it right here. Probably outspeed me. I mean, we can just go into E-Speed and honestly just swap into CHIEN-PAO here. We'll deal with Gargoyle later. But yeah, Palafin's the main threat here. We're gonna swap into the CHIEN-PAO here. We're going to terrestrialize into normal with Swords Dance boosted, and we're just going to say bye-bye to Palafin. Get it on out my face. They're not ready for this E-Speed action. They're not ready for it. Everybody, wave bye-bye to Palafin. Bye-bye, Palafin. Thanks for playing. Pokemon. See you later. Put this normal gem on her head. Rayquaza plays no games, and Rayquaza shiny is so sick. E-Speed launching. +2. Terra boosted. CHIEN-PAO's next to us. Later. Get it on out my face. Gargoyle probably going to go for another Salt Cure. This time he goes for a Rock Slide, which is totally fine. I mean, we're going to be able to outspeed and just KO it next turn. And then E-Speed whatever Pokemon I throw out here now. That's going to be GG's. Unless you got Ghost Terra. I mean, you got Sea Titan here. We can just simply outspeed that, but E-Speed looks way cooler. Actually, no. No, we're going Dragon Ascent. He's kind of bulky, so there is a chance that he ends up eating this up. And we'll go for Ice Spinner just in case he wants to go into like Ghost Terra type. But he's going to launch Ice Shard at me, which isn't going to be enough. Ice Spinner's going to launch, Gargoyle gone, and everybody, 2 hands this time, wave bye-bye to Sea Titan. Because who's soaking a Stab Dragon Ascent +2 from Rayquaza with CHIEN-PAO next to it? Not many Pokemon. Certainly not the Sea Titan. GG's for our opponent. We go 1 and 2 for today's video. Told you guys we were going to pick up a victory in match number 3, and that's exactly what we did. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, rocking out with Rayquaza in the return of Regulation G. Went up against a bunch of Regulation G teams today, which was actually awesome. And we also got the verse Darkrai. A lot of fun in today's video. Rayquaza went crazy, especially setting up a sword stance, then pairing it up next to CHIEN-PAO. It was just game, set, match. Then everybody else, we actually didn't get to use the Weezing or Fairy, but Incineroar Urshifu, great compliments to Rayquaza's playstyle. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread this positive today. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.